On Wednesday mornings, we will also have Clare Fischer, who will be teaching India's visionary artist, Rabindranath Tagore.
What you would have seen, had there not been difficulty, is a photograph of India's most iconic figure, Rabindranath Tagore, who in 1913 won the Nobel Prize for literature. But this is a man who expressed himself in a variety of modalities, and there's absolutely no way in 6 weeks we can do more than, like a mosquito, hop on the skin of Tagore and take a look at some of his expression. And the way in which we'll do that is to look at the most abiding theme in Tagore's work, which is the most, in my view, one of the most important issues for us today, freedom. India did not and doesn't necessarily have a Western construct of freedom. And so our class will basically look at the way in which we can discuss freedom through the eyes of a man who lived over, well, almost a full century. There's a copy of the syllabus outside, so I won't review that. But I do want to point out that one of the most exciting things that's just developed is that a colleague of mine from India, who is a playwright and a producer, and has written and produced a play on Tagore called A Century of Struggle, will be here in the Bay Area, and he's agreed to come to class and do a little bit of singing, because much of Indian literature is sung, and make a presentation on why Tagore is not about old memory, but about the catalyst for us to take hold of critical ideas that we need to be discussing these days. I know I don't have much time, but I'd like to share with you some words from Tagore on freedom. This is from his Nobel Prize poem, Gitanjali, which we'll be reading in the second week. Where the mind is without fear, and the head is held high, where knowledge is free, where the world is not broken up into fragments by narrow domestic walls, where words come out from the depth of truth, where tireless striving stretches its arms towards perfection, where the clear stream of reason has not lost its way into the dreary sand of dead habit, where the mind is led forward by thee into ever-widening thought and action, into the heaven of freedom, let my country awake. No wonder he won the prize. And so it's with that construct that we will attempt to deploy our own ideas and our own skills in looking at Tagore. Among the things we'll touch into will be 3 plays, some of the poetry, which there'll be a reader for. His visual art, his 150th birthday was celebrated just a year and a half ago, and the Smithsonian and the Asia Society produced a remarkable exhibition at the age of 64, talk about plasticity and aging. At 64, he became a serious painter and was exhibited throughout the world. And the Smithsonian and Asia Society produced a wonderful catalog, and we'll be projecting some of that and talking about looking as an expression of freedom. And we'll end with his discussion with Gandhi about India's freedom and the extent to which revolution, rather topical, is a solution for the projection of a free nation. And so I hope you'll join the conversation. I'm enthused about it. I've been working on Tagore for about, too long to tell you, but at least 25 years. And I really want to exchange ideas with those of you who will participate.
Great. Thank you, Clare.